What are you good for anyway? What do you do well? What are you good for anyway? Wait till the penny drops. Some people value small change, and if I paid for thoughts, then you would struggle for your ways, and you would struggle for your, then you would struggle for your ways, and you would struggle for your, then you would struggle. So kindly act your rage and find new ways to say I want. Begin the scheme of things. You're much more idiot than savant. You're much more idiot. You're much more idiot than savant. You're much more idiot. You're much more idiot. Gets to a point where you might hurt someone. Some of these bastards probably still lead to their own young. And still lead their own. They probably still lead their own young. They probably still lead their own. They probably still leave. That was My 2 Cents, it's called. It's a pretty old song, but it was resurrected for my most recent album, which is actually a B-sides album, because that's where I am. 12 people listen to my music, but I have a B-sides album. You gotta pick your battles. Anyway, let's start with the questions. Give me the questions. I have to do this on my own. First question. What instruments have been used, to bring this set together? Well, let me tell you, it's my APC Mini. I need to get a bigger one for triggering samples. I do have my trusty MIDI keyboard at the ready as well, but I didn't really use that for the last song. I might use it for the next one. Um, and my computer, I suppose. I was thinking about trying to incorporate other instruments, but I'm only one man. I'm only one man. I may hit a crash cymbal at some point. I was going to bring over my floor tom as well, because that will be incorporated into live sets in the future, but not today. Not today. Anyway, second question. What was my very first memory of getting into music? Well, it's going to be a very wankery answer to this one, because I was sort of brought up on a lot of classical music, and I really fucking loved Mozart as a small child, which is what got me into trying to learn piano. As far as everything else, it's all the usual stuff, really. The Beatles and all that type of thing. My parents were big into music. They had a vast LP collection. My father especially loved a lot of sort of synthy electro stuff. Tears for Fears, Flock of Seagulls. He loved Orchestral Maneuvers in the Dark, which is completely understandable. They're fucking awesome. So that sort of thing. First gig I can remember is there used to be this place called The Nucleus, which was for teenagers that couldn't drink, or certainly weren't supposed to drink, I suppose, is more the thing. And that place, I don't know if it was... The first gig I remember there was a band called Power Slide. And I don't really remember them very well, because it was exactly what you would imagine from, the early 2000s. Very early 2000s, turn of the fucking century, 1999 into 2000 sort of stuff. Just sludgy, muffled, horrible music. And I still love it to this day. Costume change. Right. Here we go. Jams for everyone. I've been dreaming of the city for a long time, far from my own town. I see my dream for real. I will rise above. Heart is pure and thoughts are clear. Not gonna mess around. Mom and Daddy will be so proud. City, please don't let me down. Starlight, can you hear me the pain? Can you tell me the game? Oh, Starlight, Starlight, can you hear me the pain? Can you tell me the game? Oh, Starlight, can you hear me the pain? Can you tell me the game? Oh, Starlight. This time has come for me to be someone, a rich man, a superstar. And faith is all you need to be one, far from my own ground. I see my dream for real. I will rise above. Heart is pure and thoughts are clear. Not gonna mess around. Mom and Daddy will be so proud. City, please don't let me down. Starlight, can you hear me the fame? Can you tell me the game? Oh, Starlight. Starlight, can you hear me the fame? Can you tell me the game? Oh, Starlight. Starlight, can you hear me the fame? Can you tell me the game? Oh, Starlight. Starlight, can you hear me the fame? Can you tell me the game? Oh, Starlight. Can you give me the fame? Can you tell me the game? Oh, Starlight. Starlight, can you give me the fame? Can you tell me the game? Oh, Starlight. Starlight, can you give me the fame? Can you tell me the game? Oh, Starlight. Starlight, can you give me the fame? Can you tell me the game? Oh, Starlight. Started losing my voice there. No fucking luck for little Jimmy. No fun for little Harpo. Right, let's get back to the questions. Where are my questions? This is why you should have your interviewer opposite you, you know what I'm saying? What bands or artists are you keen on at the minute? Well, I mean, I could tell you a load of artists that everybody's heard of. You know, I like listening to a lot of music from my youth that I would buy on CD and fucking Virgin Megastore, blast from the past. But let's talk about bands that you might not have heard of. JJ Lovegrove. I did a remix of one of her songs, Milk. I think that might be one of the most beautiful songs ever written. Definitely go check her out. Mel Joanne, she did a remix of one of my songs, and she has new music coming out soon. So I think all of you, every one of you, needs to go back. If you haven't listened to it already, then go there first and re-listen to her album HR, which is just a wonderful slice of gallows humor pop. Mwah! There's a lady called Zoe Keating. She does sort of composition. She's a cello player and she's a loop pedal. She loops stuff. Very chilled out cinematic music. Great stuff. Exhalers, band from Bangor. Just big, heavy, dirty riffs. Lovely stuff. Dotson Moon. They're a great band. Get on the ground floor with those guys because I don't even know if it's guys or one guy, but wonderful electronica, samples, loops, that type of thing. Great stuff. And a friend of mine from online, actually, AC Warren, again, cinematic landscapes, what a composer. Check out all of those people, guys, because there's so much independent music out there that is so, so good. And you're just sitting around on your holes listening to fucking Taylor Swift and giving Grammys to fucking, Miley Cyrus? Miley Cyrus? Not that I have anything against them. Fair play to them. But I have everything against them. Is there a song you wouldn't tell anybody you listen to, but you absolutely listen to? Shit. No, no. I mean, music is music to be loved. Don't have guilty pleasures. Fuck that shit, man. I really like that Olivia Rodrigo song, Vampire. That is a wonderful piece of songwriting. So, angsty and angry and breakup-y. Love a good breakup song, and that's great. The climaxes of the chorus and that, oh, wonderful stuff. Really gets you going, you know what I mean? I might be a big, ridiculous cartoon biker-looking motherfucker, but I am not above a bit of angst. In fact, that's right in my wheelhouse. And then, the usual stuff, like I love ABBA, Escape by, what do you call him, Rupert Holmes? Rufus Holmes? Rupert Holmes? Fucking great song, great pop songwriting. No, don't be guilty about what you listen to. Enjoy what you listen to, unless it's Madonna. I fucking hate Madonna. Do I prefer festivals or gigs, and why? I have a confession to make here, actually. I've never really been to a festival. Not, I think I've played, I might have played a couple in bands and stuff. I've never been as a spectator, and I can't remember doing any festivals and bands, but I was drunk or high a lot back then. So that's, and I love gigs, and I love playing gigs, and I love going to gigs, especially those, those tiny gigs in those little fucking shitty bars you get in those towns, and then you have a fucking band that literally fills the place until, everyone's sweating just from the sheer oppression of the sound, and the fucking walls are rattling and stuff. Love that shit. But, yeah, fucking man who makes music and has been a working musician, and I've never been to a festival. This space is just fine. It's got all I need for my experimentations with love. I've taken frail minds, imagine arts like cage lives, molded from clay pumping blood. You've taken what's left is taken from you, and you cannot believe your luck. There's sickness in me. I fear I've let it live there. It keeps watch on my weary bones. I'll share my disease in return for some color. Oh, darling, you have made me so old. Find me in your dirt. Watch me grow crooked. I'm a timeless object. You're just a woman. That was one of my own. The last one was a cover. That was one of my own. That's called You've Made Me Older. Now, that's not... Now, I know what it sounds like. Pure incel, angsty rage. And it is to an extent. But ironically, I swear, it's satire. It's satire. Because you know the way you feel like that, you know? Oh, I hate all women now. Well, do you though? Get over yourself. You're not that important. That's what it's supposed to be. It's a piss take of all that stuff. So, don't come for me, internet, please. Right. I think we have 2 questions left, and then that's me. I've taken up enough of your time with my incessant nonsense, and there was a lot of it. So, have I ever met an idol of mine? Met John Grant. If anybody knows him, you know, he is a fantastic singer. Lovely, lovely man. I don't know if I would call him idol. I met John Hopkins, the DJ. He's pretty fucking good. I was really into his stuff at the time, and he just released, was it Invincibility? No, what was the name of that? I have to check the name of the record. But he just released that. And he was a nice guy. He was shorter than I thought he was going to be. Um, when I did Other Voices, the Irish Music Festival they put on TV a load of years ago, and it was the first time Hosier did it as well. So he was at that. This was way before he was famous though, and he's taller than you think. I don't know. Is any of that any good? It's going to have to be. That's all I have. All right. Last question. If you could be in any band or group, past or present, who would it be? Sean actually asked me this a load of days ago, and it was a tough one. It's a really good question. I mean, the one I would say probably just because, I mean, the drum kit's behind me. I don't know if you can see this. What do you see? You see? My drum kit's behind me, and I've been trying to get back into it recently, so I would say, see, Rage Against the Machine. I fucking love Rage Against the Machine, and they are the most fun to play on the drums. I would love to, do something like that. They're just, other than that, one of the bands that were fucking, pioneers in the studio, just to fuck around in a proper big studio with magnetic tape and stuff. The way the Beatles did, and Pink Floyd, and later on you had. Now I don't like Roxy Music. I'm not a fan of their music, but I just have been in the studio fucking around with Brian Eno at that time with the resources that they had. Something like that, maybe. Other than that, I can't really give you a definitive answer. I'm pretty happy at doing what I'm doing now. Just me. Um, but yeah, so this has been Grim 17's live session for Running with Believers. Um, and I've loved doing it in my shed. Oh, just before I go, this is Drunk Old Lady Studios. This is what I call it. And the reason I call it that is because it's in my backyard. And on the other side of this wall, just behind this wall, there's a wall and a wall. And on the other side of all that, there's a bench. And the bench has a little plaque on it that says, Bullshit Corner. And that is my next door neighbour's yard and bench. And whenever I first set this up and started recording, my next door neighbour, who is an older lady, and her best friend would go out into the back garden, and it was summer, and they would sit and they would get drunk on wine, and they would cackle and gossip and talk loudly. And I swear, in some of my earlier recordings and some of my albums, if you listen really hard in the background, you can hear them laughing. So that's why it's called Drunk Old Lady Studios. And I am a pair of ears for rent. If you want mixing and mastering done, or even production, I'll produce stuff. Grim 17 for all your drunk old lady needs.